If we are to die, then we will die fighting, all as one.
Don't you think Chris Hemsworth playing a G.I. Joe character might be more exciting than just voicing Optimus Prime? Plus, with both Transformers 8 and 9 confirmed to come after Rise of the Beasts, and some Decepticons who would be perfect as Unicron's minions in Transformers 8, there's a lot to look forward to. So, let's dive into everything we know about these upcoming movies. At the end of Transformers Rise of the Beasts, Unicron fails to devour Earth because Optimus Prime destroys the Transwarp Key just in time. Unicron, enraged by his defeat, will definitely want revenge on the Autobots and could return to Earth in Transformers 8 with the intention of consuming it. Once he discovers that Earth has rich Energon reserves, his desire to destroy the planet will intensify and he'll unleash his full power on the Autobots' new home. Energon is essential fuel for Transformers, and with Earth's potent source of it, Unicron will likely see the planet as a prime target to boost his abilities and satisfy his endless hunger. In the lore of Transformers Rise of the Beasts, Unicron has the ability to manipulate space and time and travel across the multiverse. The film shows that Unicron is seeking the Transwarp Key to gain these powers, indicating he's not yet at his full strength. With Earth's Energon being so powerful, Unicron will probably view Earth as a crucial target to enhance his abilities and fulfill his insatiable hunger in the upcoming movie. So, for those who are curious about how we got confirmation for Transformers 8 and 9, here's the scoop. The confirmation for these two movies came pretty early in the process of Transformers Rise of the Beasts. It's likely that Transformers 8 will effectively be a sequel to Rise of the Beasts. We can probably expect Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback to reprise their roles, along with several Transformers from the previous film. Given the timing, Paramount seems eager to jump into production for Transformers 8 quickly. Right now, the release dates for these sequels haven't been set, but it's clear the studio wants to move fast. However, it's probably not realistic to expect Transformers 8 before 2025, with 9 possibly coming out around 2027 or 2028. Stephen Caple Jr. has mentioned he has some exciting ideas for the next movie, hinting at incorporating elements from another beloved IP he's passionate about. Now, back to where we left off. Energon could give Unicron and the Decepticons a shared purpose in Transformers 8. With the Autobots having taken down Unicron's Terrorcons and Optimus Prime having defeated Scourge at the end of Transformers Rise of the Beasts, Unicron will need new allies for his next move. The Decepticons, who also want to destroy the Autobots and seize Earth's Energon, could be just the recruits Unicron needs. Their combined interest in Earth's Energon makes their partnership a logical step, despite the potential for them to clash over their goals. Together, Unicron and the Decepticons would form a nearly unstoppable force, creating a major challenge for the Autobots. But with Earth's Energon now at their disposal, the Autobots could use it to boost their powers and transformations. Plus, with both Unicron and the Decepticons as their common enemies, the Autobots might team up with G.I. Joe to fend off the imminent threat and protect Earth from potential destruction in Transformers 8. Having said that, Chris Hemsworth's recent comments have shed some light on his role in the upcoming Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover movie, and it looks like he's set to play a G.I. Joe character. Although he's about to debut as the voice of Orion Pax, aka Optimus Prime, in Transformers 1, Hemsworth is also rumored to be involved in a significant way in Hasbro's movie future. There were initial speculations that Hemsworth might reprise his role as Optimus Prime in the live-action crossover. However, it now seems more likely that he'll be stepping into a new role on the G.I. Joe side of things. Hemsworth's comment at San Diego Comic-Con, where he mentioned switching over to G.I. Joe, strongly suggests that he'll be joining the G.I. Joe team rather than sticking with Transformers. Given his action-heavy roles like in Extraction, Hemsworth is well suited to play a prominent G.I. Joe character. Whether he'll take on a new version of Duke, a younger Joe Cotton, or another key member of the G.I. Joe universe remains to be seen. While his exact character is still under wraps, it's increasingly likely he'll be part of the G.I. Joe team in the crossover film. The switch makes sense because it avoids confusion that could arise from having Hemsworth voice both Optimus Prime and a different Autobot in the live-action films. Peter Cullen will continue to voice Optimus Prime in the live-action movies, allowing Hemsworth to focus on a new G.I. Joe role. This setup could give Hemsworth a dual presence in the Hasbro cinematic universe, potentially leading to major roles in both franchises if the crossover movie does well. And when it comes to Decepticons, who would be perfect allies for Unicron in Transformers 8? Soundwave is an obvious choice. Despite being one of the most iconic Decepticons, Soundwave has been disappointingly underused in live-action films. He got a brief nod to his G1 roots in Bumblebee, where he appeared in his classic tape deck form, but his live-action portrayal by Michael Bay turned him into a far-off satellite, barely making an impact. Transformers 8 could finally give Soundwave the spotlight he deserves as a formidable antagonist working alongside Unicron. Another interesting choice could be Razor Claw, formerly known as Tiger Hawk. In Transformers Rise of the Beasts, Erazor, a Maximal, was shown primarily in her hawk-like alternate mode and was eventually corrupted by Scourge. Tiger Hawk, a powerful fusion of Erazor and Tigatron, was once an incredibly strong fighter with a winged tiger form. If Razorclaw, under Unicron's influence, were reintroduced, it could offer a poignant way to incorporate elements of Erazor's story into Transformers 8, giving her character a new and impactful role. Transformers 8 might be the film that finally takes the Autobots off Earth, especially given the hints from Transformers Rise of the Beasts. The live-action Transformers series began in 2007 with Michael Bay's direction, spanning 5 movies before rebooting with Bumblebee in 2018. The Rise of the Beasts in 2023 pushed the story back to the Autobots' early days on Earth and the events that led them to settle here. Now, with Paramount confirming that Transformers 8 and 9 are in the works, setting up a new trilogy that starts with Rise of the Beasts, it looks like the Autobots' time on Earth might be coming to an end. The conclusion of Rise of the Beasts hints at bigger threats approaching from beyond our planet and reveals more about other Transformers scattered across the universe. This sets the stage for Transformers 8 to possibly take the story off Earth and explore new worlds and challenges. Although it was always hinted that Transformers weren't originally from Earth, their presence on other planets remained a mystery for a long time. In earlier films, Optimus Prime and his Autobots were portrayed as the last of their kind, constantly pursued by the Decepticons with no other factions in sight. However, Rise of the Beasts changed that by revealing the existence of other Transformers scattered across the galaxy, like the Maximals. In the film, Unicron, the planet-devouring giant, destroys the Maximals' home planet and eventually consumes it. This revelation opens up the possibility for future films to introduce more factions beyond the Autobots and Decepticons. With other Transformers now established as part of the universe, it would be a missed opportunity not to explore these new worlds and factions in upcoming movies, potentially aligning with either Optimus and his Autobots or the Decepticons and Unicron's legions. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.